Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is my 2016 Mark 7 Fiesta ST in Spirit Blue. This is going to be a first impressions video. Tell you what I do and don't like about the car. Not that there's not a lot I don't like about it. It's a great little pocket rocket, so. First of all, we're going to start with the exterior and sort of what I like about it. I mean, personally, the car has a real sporty look to it. You know, it's not stupidly high from stock, so they sit quite nice anyway. And for performance on the road, that works great. This car absolutely sticks to the ground. Country roads is where it comes into its own. You start going around weavy corners, and this thing doesn't slip. If anything, the more you get speed, the better it is on the road. It is absolutely great. And then sort of moving on to the colour, I've got it in Spirit Blue, probably one of the most popular colours out of the STs. You see a lot more of these, but I think the colour's great. You know, you can do work so much with it. Pinstripes, you know, the lot, everything sort of goes with blue. And then when you're looking at most exterior body parts, you get it in gloss black, and it just looks amazing with this car. The colour itself pops so great. You know, it's got a nice sparkle into it, so it looks great. Personally, I think it's the best colour, but I have Spirit Blue. Personally, also, I think the lines on the car look really great. You know, it's got a real sporty look to it. You know, I think personally it looks quite mean. And again, you can do so much to them on the exterior. You know, side skirt, front splitter, you know, you name it, you can pretty much get it with this car, and everyone wants to do something with this car, so you just cannot go wrong with it. Some of the first things I'm going to do to this, exterior wise, I'm going to go for a TRC front splitter. Personally, I think the car should have probably come with one from factory. They are lacking something on the front. They do need something, and when these are lowered, they look great with a front splitter on. So yeah, front splitter, and then TRC side skirts all the way along. Finish look great. It just finishes the side of the car. I don't think the side of the car needs too much, just a little bit of gloss black. It looks fantastic. I have actually, in the process of waiting for some eyebrows to come, I've got the TRC ones. I think they're probably the nicer looking ones on the market. I looked at the Maxton ones, just wasn't quite sure, so I quite like the TRC ones. They're just a bit thicker to sort of hide everything. So they're coming in gloss black, so that is going to look fantastic. And apart from that, probably just a rear spoiler extension. That's all I'm going to go for exterior wise. I don't think it needs too much. I've been toying with the idea of vents on the bonnet, but that'll be something way down the line. Don't think I need them, nor do I think I want them. Apart from that, I think that's pretty much it exterior wise. That's all I really go. I think sometimes less is more, and in this case, I don't think it needs too much. Suspension wise, I'm toying towards coilovers. Obviously, anyone who owns these, they know they're stupidly expensive, but it's all part of the fun, I guess. It's why you get them. You buy them to modify them and buy them to lose your money, so I guess it's what I signed up for. I have been toying with the idea of springs, but you just don't have that adjustment, and I don't want to get springs that end up being too low. And I live somewhere where there's stupid speed bumps, so I'll probably end up taking half the front of the car off, and don't particularly fancy that. Alloys as well, they will be going. However much I love them, and I think they look great, it's time for something different. I have been looking at the Bolus CSRs. I think they look great. They've got a nice sort of concave to them, and I think they look really good on these. I'm not too sure on colour though. I'm stuck between gunmetal grey or gloss black, so if any of you guys sort of have them or can suggest anything, let me know what colour you think. Moving on to the interior, personally I think the interior is great on this. Colour wise, I think it's perfect. You know, I'm not one for sort of the bright interiors. I like to keep them just sort of plain, simple, you know, so I think the black goes really well in here. you know, it's got the silver sort of trims going through, but apart from that, it looks really nice. Don't get me wrong, there's things that I am going to change. Steering wheel is, for one, it's the one bugbear with this car. Coming from something that had a flat bottom steering wheel to a round one, no, need to change it. So this will eventually get changed. I'm thinking full Alcantara steering wheel with a blue 12 o'clock ring, and obviously flat bottomed. I think it just looks so much better. Gonna change a few things around the vents. Gonna get some blue rings to just get rid of the silver. I think that might look quite nice, but apart from that, not gonna change too much in here. The seats are absolutely fantastic. I heard a lot of people moan about them, saying they can't get comfortable in them, but for me, they're perfect. They hold me well. You know, it's one of them, you're going around the corners and, you know, you're just snug. You don't move in these seats at all. And probably my favourite feature about them, they're heated. So you can't go wrong with that. In the winter, keep you nice and warm. And to be fair, even in the summer mornings, I still put them on. Apart from that, you know, easy cup holders. It's, you know, it's not cup holders in a stupid place like behind the gear stick. You can't get to them. You know, I've had that in previous cars and it's just annoying, it's awkward. You know, there's lots of space to put stuff. You know, it's a big glove box. I've got a little compartment down here, and then in the middle you've got a really deep compartment, and you know, you can't go wrong with that. One of the only things that, coming from a newer car to something a little bit older, I've lost my screen. Do I miss it? A little bit, but I don't need it. This, lucky enough, is the SD3, so I have got the option of the sat nav, which personally I think works great. It's all I need. And if I do want to change it, I've been looking into it. There's a few fascias that I can get for this, and I'll just get a nice double DIN unit and something with Apple CarPlay. So it's something that can be changed in the future, and I probably will end up doing it, but that's way down the line because it works out to be quite expensive. But apart from that, I think the interior is great on these. People moan about them, but you know, when you get cars like this, sometimes it's not about the interior. It's, you know, it's the driving experience you can get out of them, and it's second to none in this car. You know, for the price you pay for them, I don't know what else you can get. It's, you know, you get the best of both. You get comfort, speed, and it's just great quality all round. You know, the car is really well built. You know, you get a lot of the newer cars now, and you know, personally coming from something that was newer, the build quality was a lot worse than something a bit older like this, and I can't go wrong with it. What about performance? This car is 182 brake horsepower. The car pulls absolutely fantastic. You know, I can't fault it at all. It's the fastest car I've actually owned. I mean, coming from a diesel before, but this car is absolutely great. You know, you put it down in second gear and it just goes. You know, there's no hesitation in it. It does what you want it to do, basically. I can't fault it, and obviously we all know the car's going to get remapped, so more speed to come. But it's just great. You know, like I say, you put your foot down, it goes. You just cannot fault the car. You know, the cornering on this car is where it comes into its own. You know, you go around tight little corners and you can hold the speed in it. It just sticks to the ground, and that's just on stock tyres. I've just got the standard Continentals that come with it. I will end up changing them when they need it, but they're pretty much brand new tyres on the car from when I bought it, so that's not coming anytime soon. The only problem I have found with this car is the torque steer on it. You know, being 182 brake, front wheel drive, not weighing a lot, the car does like to tend to want to go off to the left when you absolutely floor it, but it's one of them. You get used to it, and second of all, I'm not thrashing the car because it is my daily to and from work, so you know, I'm not there thrashing it all the time, but it's one of them things you do have to just be slightly careful of if you are gonna, you know, from a standstill, absolutely belt it off. But you know, you just get used to it. It's nothing awful. Obviously I am running in stock, so I don't know what it's like once it's had a remap. Obviously I can imagine it'll probably be a bit worse, but it's one of them. It's not awful.
And then comfort because it springs.
Yep.
And then driving position.
Yep. comfort wise, you know, the car is a little harder, I'll be honest. Coming from, you know, a standard car, you know, I can feel it is a lot harder, you know, going over these speed bumps. You can feel it, but it's not backbreaking. It's nothing awful. You know, it's on a sport suspension from factory, which is really nice, and that is half the reason this car handles so well. I personally think they've set up the suspension absolutely amazing on this car. You know, I can't fault it. Obviously, like I say, I will be lowering the car, but from what I've heard, you just get such better performance when you go lower. So, you know, it will definitely be done. But like I say, nothing crazy, because where I live, there's 1,000,001 speed bumps, so I need to get over them. And when I have a splitter, I'm not paying for a splitter every 2 weeks because it's been ripped off. The seating position in this car I find really comfortable. A lot of people have moaned about it. The seat is quite angled, like the lower half of the seat, but I find it really comfortable. And also, people have moaned about the headrests on these, and personally, I think the headrest is fine. I know you can't adjust it, but I don't think you need to. You know, the seats are great. I sit comfortably in them. I'm not quite a tall person, so I think it's sort of taller people do struggle in these, but that's the comfort. Yep. But yeah, overall it's just a great seat, and like I say, they're heated as well. You know, a heated Recaro seat you just can't go wrong with. Well, this car is really great to drive. You know, you can't go wrong. You've got the best of everything: performance, comfort, and personally I think looks on it as well. It's one of the best hot hatches on the road, unless you start going stupid money and then you're looking at, you know, Mercedes, but we won't get into that because I don't have the money for them. But for, you know, £10,000, I can't think of anything better to be driving on the road. So if you like the video, please like, subscribe, you know, share it with all your friends, because, you know, it means a lot. We're trying to get this channel, you know, really growing, so it would mean a lot if you could share it. If you have any suggestions on things I could do to this car, please let me know. You know, contact us on Instagram or on the YouTube comments, because this car is gonna, you know, get a lot done to it, so it'd mean a lot. So yeah, if you liked it, like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you for the next video. Thank you.